Welcome to Trading Up Special Edition, where we give you an inside look at job opportunities and the possibility to trade up your lifestyle. Probably one of the toughest decisions we make is what career path to follow. Whether fresh out of high school or already in a career that isn't quite what you expected, or perhaps facing a job loss. What are your options? You could just immediately enter the workforce. Many today are hiring with no experience necessary. Maybe a 4 or more year college degree is your path to a chosen profession. Or yet, another option is to get trained by and learn from the best in the aerospace industry, a place where you can unlock your future. You'll receive hands-on training from some of the best in the industry, and you have the potential to work anywhere in the world with the certificate you receive upon completion of their program. The opportunities are endless, and growth is your destination. On this episode of Trading Up Special Edition, we're going to the Federal Aerospace Institute at the Toledo Express Airport in Toledo, Ohio. We'll meet several students, instructors, and more currently attending FAI and hear their experiences at the school. But first, let's learn a little bit about FAI, its history, and what they can offer you as a student.
Hi, I'm Brad McDonald. I'm the founder and the director of training for the Federal Aerospace Institute. We're a 147 FAA certified school where our individuals come in and upon completion of our 20-month program receive their airframe and power plant certificate from the FAA, allowing them to work in anything from a Cessna 150 to a 747. My experience in the industry led me to become an instructor here at FAI and the founder due to the fact that I've had a history of working here at Toledo Express Airport for over 35 years. Started flying when I was 16, got involved as a turbine engine mechanic, moved up to a chief inspector for several companies here at the field, worked on flight simulators, got into instructing another 147 program here at Toledo Express. In the end, that led to us creating FAI. FAI is a fast-track program. Our program's 20 months long from start to finish. There are 3 courses within our program. There's a general course, there's an airframe course, and there's a power plant course. The general course is 1 semester long, 4 months. That's where you're learning the prerequisites, things you're going to need to excel in the airframe and the power plant courses. Upon completing general, you go into 8 months, 2 semesters into airframe. Airframe is basically, if you look at an aircraft and take the engine off, everything else is covered in airframe. From landing gear to control surfaces to rigging to avionics, communication systems and so forth. And then our last 2 semesters, 8 months, is in power plant. And as I just talked about airframe, if you take the airframe out of the equation and you take anything that makes an airplane go through the air, we cover that in power plant. Whether it's a simple reciprocating engine to your old radial engines up to your large turbofan engines that you find on your large commercial aircraft. We've got about 180 years of combined experience between myself and the other instructors. Individuals that have retired as directors of maintenance from other companies. We have individuals with prior military experience as well as vast experience working in the fleet.
I am Timothy Lee Belleville and I am an instructor at the school. I am an alumni of the school. I went through the school's 3rd class. It was a graduating class of 9 students, and then because of my military background and my prior aviation experience both in flying and in aircraft construction, I was offered a position for teaching. The best part of being an instructor at FAI is being around some very sharp individuals. I would have to say that the students that I've seen and spent time with are some of the best examples of their generation.
I often get the question, what type of an individual will excel in our program? To be honest, it's not for everybody, but if you're somebody that has a hankering for wanting to tinker on things, you like working with your hands, and it does help if you have strong math and science skills.
The skills necessary to succeed in this program are basically coming to the program with an open mind.
I'm Marion Rapp, and I'm the marketing director for FAI. I'm also the certifying school official and admissions agent. The requirements for enrollment.
Our students are required to have a high school diploma, and they have to be at least 18 years of age.
We would prefer that you have some kind of mechanical aptitude and be somewhat proficient in math and science.
In addition to have a mechanical aptitude, you also have to have a high degree of integrity. What we do in this industry has to be 100% 100% correct 100% of the time. We try to emphasize that in all the different types of assignments that we issue, whether it's something small in the classroom or we instill a type of procedure that has to be followed, or whether it's out here and you're actually hands-on working on an aircraft. But you have to have that high degree of integrity.
From that point, if this sounds like it's you, then we would schedule a tour. If we have a potential student that's interested, they would sign a contract. At that point, we would also require a $500 enrollment fee that would cover the cloud-based software, the books, the supplies, the PPE and such.
This program is set up to where you can come in as a high school graduate and excel in the program. It's progressive to the point where you're not going to be overwhelmed with it. It'll be step by step along the way, that you don't have to understand how to rivet. You don't have to understand how to bolt something together. We will teach you everything you need to know to be successful in your newfound career and later on in life.
We have companies in this industry that are beating our doors down trying to hire our students. Many of our students are hired prior to even receiving their certification, contingent upon getting their certification, but the day they walk out of here, they're getting picked up by the big airlines, United, American, PSA Airlines. Here in the greater Toledo area, there is opportunity for aircraft technicians. Not only do we have several FBOs and repair stations here at Toledo Express Airport, but we're within a 40-minute drive to Detroit Metro.
My name's James Brame. I work at Sierra West Airlines as an A&P mechanic. I went to FAI. I did their program. I was part of their first class. Before I was even done with airframe, I was already working, and I've been there for about a little bit more than 2 years now. When I first came here, I had zero mechanical experience. My dad is an engineer on aircraft, and so I my whole life heard about it. And then when I got to a point where I wanted to figure out what I really wanted to be when I grew up, I figured I'd be an A&P mechanic. The closest school was in Canton, Michigan, and that's like an hour-and-a-half drive one way, and then plus my 8-hour shift. My girlfriend actually heard about this place on the radio, comes running in the house, excited about it. It's at the airport, it's right down the street, it's on the way home. We came in, did an interview. Brad was 100% cool with me having zero experience in, mechanics, and I didn't even really know how an engine worked. I just knew that you push the gas, it goes. Some of the challenges that I faced going into this industry and going through this program were I had zero mechanical experience. I got good grades in school, but I wasn't a great student, especially when it comes to the math and the sciences, and it was terrifying. One of my biggest issues through the whole course was I was scared. I was scared that I wasn't gonna pass. And the instructors, the students, the whole environment really fosters that you're gonna pass feeling, if that makes sense.
Coming up on Trading Up Special Edition, we'll meet several students who currently attend FAI and hear some of their thoughts on the program, its benefits, and their thoughts about their future careers. But first, let's test your knowledge with Trading Up Trivia. In our conversations with Brad McDonald, how many months is the airframe and power plant course at FAI? Is it A, 12, B, 20, C, 24, or D, 36? We'll be back with the answer right after this.
Aircraft maintenance technicians are in high demand. At the Federal Aerospace Institute, you can earn your airframe and power plant certificate issued by the FAA. FAI instructors are industry professionals. Their training will prepare you for a lucrative career in the aerospace industry, opening the door to countless job opportunities. Our team is ready to take you under their wing. Enrollment is ongoing, yet seats are limited. Secure your future. Call now to schedule a tour. FAI, where futures take off.
Welcome back. Before the break, we asked, in our conversation with Brad McDonald, how many months is the airframe and power plant course at FAI? If you answered B, 20, you are correct. Your path to becoming an A&P mechanic begins the first day you step into the hangar at FAI. Not only are you given hands-on expert instruction, but you are also given the tools necessary to start a fulfilling career. Let's meet some of the students currently enrolled at FAI, who are finding their decisions to attend the program far outweighs the challenges.
My name is Joaquin Perez. This is my first year at FAI, General Awareness course. I was inspired to become a student here at FAI because I actually worked on turbine engines when I was in the Navy. So I was already in the practice of flight course type of maintenance, and I was a maintenance technician there, so I felt like this was a perfect fit for me.
My name's Elizabeth, and I am a student here at FAI. What inspired me to become a student at FAI was kind of an out-of-the-blue career change. I was looking for a different field that would be fast-growing and allow me to kind of move anywhere I want to and build upon those skills.
I wanted to kind of do something that I enjoyed a little bit more, something that I can use that I already had in my resume. So I Googled airplane mechanic near me, and I found FAI, and sure enough, I was only 15 minutes away, so it was perfect.
My name is Maurice Bess. I'm a student here at FAI. What inspired me to do this was my love of aircraft, aviation, and space travel.
My name's Jesse Wilson. I'm 28 years old. I live in a town called Paulding, Ohio. I found FAI because I wanted to upgrade jobs and wanted to do something unique and something to be proud of. Typically, we get here a little before 9, and we'll spend 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. discussing different subject material.
We'll go over the chapter that we were studying. We do the vocab terms.
Do the vocabulary, which is my personal favorite for some reason. I have no idea why. And then we do the book work.
He really presses on the vocab terms to make sure that we understand the lingo of the airframe.
We've talked about how to maintain airplanes. We've talked about how what makes an airplane fly.
It ranges from all book work all day to testing to coming out and doing little projects to having fun little parties after we finish testing.
A little bit of everything, really.
One of the things that really makes what we do here more effective with our teaching is the fact that first we talk about it, then we demonstrate it, and our individuals actually go out and perform the tests that we teach in the classroom.
FAI does a great course with some classroom work, and then they pull us out to show us examples out here with the airplanes. I love to do more hands-on. That's why I'm here, so I can work with my hands.
The hands-on learning has been good. We have good tools here at FAI, and the shop is very comfortable. We can learn at our own pace because we need to start at the beginning to make sure we understand the whole picture.
FAI's resources are easily accessible. It's one of those fields where you're like, if you really need practice, you could just get, like, say, a pipe, get a bending tool, and just practice bending. That's easy to obtain a tool here.
The resources here at FAI are very accessible. We have a computer lab we can go to whenever we like for studying tests. The hangar and the tools are available if we request that. And we have very good textbooks with good information in it, and those are ours to keep. The instructors have helped me understand aviation technology better by, one, they bring us out on the hangar floor and we actually look at the different parts of planes.
They come from a very good background in airplane maintenance.
They use anecdotes to tell us about their experiences with airplanes and how we can apply that in our careers in the future.
You have to love airplanes. You have to want to be around airplanes in order to actually be effective in this job. And they bring that to this, everyone, almost to a person.
The teachers take the time to explain things to you.
Some of us are just coming out of high school and never turned a wrench. So, of course, they gotta, explain it on different levels, but they do a good job.
Also, the instructor is very accessible, very approachable, and the environment's very laid back. Everybody can joke around and get along really well.
The very nature of the way that we're set up is to basically, if one student is struggling, you're not going to this program alone. There's all kinds of help. If an instructor's not there to help you, then one of the fellow students or Brad himself. The only thing that the student needs to do is to let us know that they need help.
The most valuable skill that I've learned thus far is to ask questions.
One of the great things about our program is everything is inclusive. When you submit your enrollment fee, your books are included, your cloud-based software, your PPE, and we have the tools here. The other thing too, we have a great program with Snap-on Tools. There's 50% off, and they frequently bring their truck here, and our students go out, and they're more than happy to shop for a little bit.
I think what sets FAI apart is their willingness to provide so many hands-on opportunities. A lot of places are more focused on the bookwork, whereas we get a lot of different experiences here at the school.
While there is bookwork involved, that's just kind of like the prerequisite of the competency that we're working on. But when they actually come out and apply what they learn in the classroom out here in the hangar, working on the aircraft, that's when the knowledge really sticks.
Obtaining your A&P certification opens the door to a vast variety of employment opportunities. This highly demanded technical skill places you in the front of the line of many airlines and companies waiting at the gate to hire.
Once I'm done with this program at FAI, I feel like I'll be very well prepared. I'll have my oral and practical certification from the FAA.
Hopefully after I'm done with the 20-month program, I will be well prepared for a job pretty soon after graduating the program.
I'll also have a full set of tools. I'll have more than enough to get a good job.
With an A&P certificate, what am I capable of doing, or what type of a job can I get? That varies on the individual. Some individuals may want the excitement of working out on the flight line on large aircraft. Some people want to stay in a 72-degree environment all day long, and they might be working in an engine shop. You can work on components. You can work in avionics. Electronics might be your niche, so you may, venture towards maybe an instrumentation repair center.
The one thing about an airframe and power plant license is it's not specific to an aircraft. It can even be used in the space industry.
But regardless of the types of job that you want in the industry, the prerequisite is you have that airframe power plant certificate.
Since getting my certificate and working at Sierra West, we have a fleet of aircraft. And whenever there is something wrong or some kind of like an oil change or tires need to be changed or anything like that, they park the aircraft, and that's money that they're losing. So it's my job and my team's job to basically get out there, do the job right, well, and quick, and get that airplane flying again so our company can keep making money.
My dream job as an airplane mechanic would be to do some traveling. I can see myself working for a major airline in a larger city.
My plan is to work in Toledo for a few years. And then after that, work for Singapore Air as a mechanic. I've always wanted to go to Singapore. I've always wanted to live in Singapore. And then eventually become a pilot.
Gen Z or Gen X kids, even the millennials like me, were told to go to college, and so they're not finding very much maintenance mechanics or electricians out there, So if you're coming right out of high school and you want to look into something like this, I heard the job market is wide open.
Finding a job will be very easy because of going through FAI. From everything I've been told, it sounds like there are so many jobs out there, it's not even funny.
By the year 2042, there's going to be a need for over 690,000 aircraft technicians in this industry. Every aircraft in the United States or in the world has to be inspected and maintained on a specific hourly program. And all that maintenance and all those inspections have to be done by certified A&P technicians. Without those technicians to perform the inspections, to do the repairs, the aircraft don't fly. And aircraft on the ground don't make money. So there's an incredible opportunity out there for individuals with that A&P certificate to have an incredible career and to have a great life. There's travel opportunity, there's sign-on bonuses, companies are offering pensions, opportunity for advancement, 401k matching, incredible benefits. People always ask, what's a general starting salary for our graduates? Well, it varies. It depends on whether you want to stay local here, if you're willing to move. We have many individuals that are getting $15,000 to $25,000 sign-on bonuses with starting salaries in excess of $65,000 a year.
Most of our students, if not all of them, the graduates that we had, they were all employed on the airport grounds prior to graduation. But upon graduation, every one of our graduates are employed in the field.
If you're interested in planes and aviation, I would recommend FAI, mainly because it is unique and it is challenging. A lot of jobs nowadays aren't very fulfilling.
I'm 35. I decided to quit my job and go back to school. And I did it because I know that maintenance technicians are going to be in need and are already in need.
It's definitely something to be proud of. Making an impressive machine work, that's a very good skill.
I really want to make mention that this is an equal opportunity profession. We want want to get the word out that women being in this industry is only 2.6%, and we definitely want to increase that.
It can be very daunting, going into a male-dominated field. There's always certain stereotypes and everything. All of the people here, from students to instructors, it's almost a non sequitur, to be honest.
When we first began this, we really thought that most of the people were going to come perhaps from an automotive industry, anything but. We've had nurses, we've had florists, we had a science teacher.
It's a great program, and I look forward to hopefully having that same atmosphere continue when I get into the field.
So, what do you think? Does a career as an aircraft technician sound like a winning move to you? If you're 18 years old and have a high school diploma, you already have the basic requirements met. Make the move now and apply to the Federal Aerospace Institute, where you'll be trained into a great career with great benefits, job security, travel opportunities, and more. For more information, head to www.federalaerospace.institute.com.
This industry, in my opinion, what we do here is sexy. We have the coolest toys. You'll go the rest of your life without ever having to worry about, will I be able to find employment? We're a fast track program. We're going to teach you everything here to be successful. All you got to do is you just got to take the initiative and come in and get things started.
The classes do fill up. We do have a little more capacity now that we have day classes and evening classes. We're able to take 12 students per class. The faster that you get your enrollment documentation in, the better to guarantee your seat. There are so many people out there that have a passion for aviation. They want to tinker. They want to work with their hands. They don't want to sit behind a desk, and they don't want to go to college for 4 years.
So if you've had a missed opportunity in your life, or you just never were given the opportunity to follow a passion that you might have in aviation, this is your chance.
If you're interested in finding out about our programs, simply go to our website, federalaerospace.institute.com, or look us up on Facebook. Our Facebook page is booming, and we've always got great eye candy, lots of videos, interaction with our students. You really want to kind of see what we got going on here. Look us up, come out and check it out. We got the greatest toy room in the world as far as I'm concerned.